my veteran home buyers that are looking to either A, use the VA renovation loan or the VA construction loan. You're definitely going to want to tune in. Let's get this started. Well, aloha, folks. It's me, it's your boy, Jason C. Scott, 20-year combat United States Army retired veteran, Task Force Mortgage Team founder and director of VA Lending, powered by Cross Country Mortgage, NMLS 1160791. Yes, I know I got to say that every time for every video. But as promised, did you know with the VA renovation loan or the VA construction loan can cover both purchase or the renovation of your prior or existing home? Yeah, a lot of folks didn't know that, right? And did you know zero out of pocket? That's right. No money out of pocket, just like the traditional VA home loan, which makes it so advantageous for our military home buyers and fellow veterans like myself. That 0% down payment is huge, right? But guess what? You still get to do that even on the renovation or construction loan. Zero out of pocket. Zero, right? So let's talk about that a little bit. Why is that so important, especially in today's market? If you haven't been under a rock for the last 2 years, interest rates have gone up, inventory has gone back down, limited options, competitive. And a lot of people are just saying, man, for what I can afford, I wouldn't want to live in that. I might as well just rent. I can rent a nicer home for the same amount or maybe even less money, right? But here's where the renovation project just sounds awesome. You've identified a home. Picture this. You've identified a home in a neighborhood that you know very well. Problem is, it's the eyesore of the neighborhood, right? But it's got great bones, and with a little TLC, it could be the pride and joy, right? That's where the VA renovation loan comes in. Because honestly, if you can get that home at a deal, because let's be honest, if it's in pretty rough shape, the sellers probably aren't going to spend a whole lot of money to fix it up, because then they would have to sell it for more, right? But if you can get it at a fairly low or inexpensive price point, then the VA renovation loan comes in, right? And this is done as part of the purchase. You can do what's called a VA limited renovation loan, which means you can have up to $50K of renovations done, but nothing can be structural, right? Or you can go the VA standard renovation loan, which means, hey, sky's the limit as long as the improvements to the home will make the home meet the value to include structural changes. Caveat, cannot put an in-ground pool though. Pools, unfortunately, swimming pools do not really provide value. So, however, if there's an in-ground pool already there, but it's kind of messed up and it needs to be refurbished or whatever, that can be included in the renovation project. But here's the other cool part about it. You close it just like you're going to purchase a regular home loan, let's say 30 days or less, right? The clock starts ticking after it closes, and then they have 6 months to complete the renovation project. Now, you might be thinking, Jay, that sounds awesome, but if I can't live in the home for that 6 months, what do I do? Well, here's the cool part about the renovation loan is we can actually finance in those 6 months worth of mortgage payments. So that way you're not having a double dip, right? That way you're not having to find a place to pay rent, and also pay a mortgage payment on a home that you can't live in, right? So those get incorporated into the loan. They get paid out on the times that they're supposed to be paid, right? And then at the end of that 6 months, the renovation is complete. You get to move out of the rental. And because, I'll be honest, renovation and construction loans, their interest rates are a skosh bit higher than your standard market rates, right? Anywhere from 3/4 of a point to 1% higher. But again, remember, it's only for 6 months. At the end of that 6 months, you can do a VA Streamline IRRRL, get that awesome market rate. You're living in the pride of the neighborhood, and you've literally built a dream home. Pretty freaking awesome, right? So that's the renovation piece. Now, let's talk about the VA construction loan piece, right? Now, this one's pretty cool because I'm even thinking about doing this. As you may or may not know, if you've been watching my videos, my current home, our awesome home, we're listing it right now because this has been part of the 15-year plan that by the time we sell this home, we will have accumulated enough capital to where we can buy land and build a barn dominium all in cash, right? and not have a mortgage. However, after talking with our renovation and our construction folks, I was like, wow, I might want to actually do the VA construction loan because now I don't have to put all of my own capital into getting this done. The VA construction loan typically is anywhere from a 6 to 12 month max project, right? I also can finance in the future mortgage payments. So then that way I'm not having to pay rent somewhere while I'm waiting for the home to be built. Although if you guys have been following me, you know that we have an RV, so we're going to be doing nomad style for a while we're building the home. But that's an option as well. And again, at the end of completion of the construction and I get to move into the house, I can turn right around, do a VA IRRRL, streamline IRRRL, or if I have a ton of equity in it, I could do a VA cash out as well if I want it, right? And not touch one single dollar of my own personal capital. Pretty freaking cool, right? Now let's switch back to the VA renovation piece. If, let's say, I proceed as forward with building my home, and the problem is with the VA construction loan, if you pay to have foundation done at all, once the foundation is poured, you can no longer do a construction loan, right? You get caught in the middle. You can't do construction and you technically can't do renovation until the home is at least 65% complete. All the major stuff is done, the plumbing, the electrical, and drywall has been hung, right? So that's an option for me too, to where like, I could go ahead and start the project on my own, build it to where I want to get to at least 65% of completion. And as long as I have major electrical, plumbing, sewer, and drywall hung, I could finish the rest as a renovation loan. Pretty freaking cool, right? So anyway, talked about quite a few things here in this, just under 8-minute video. I'm sure some of you may have experience or you have questions. If you do, leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to click the bell, the follow, the subscribe, share, right? You may know someone that is getting ready to go down this road and like, hey, you need to talk to my boy, Jason. He's got some good information. Reach out to me. I'm always happy to discuss. I love talking story with folks. Make it a great day, and we'll talk again soon. Aloha. Thank you so much for watching. This is where you get the real deal, not the raw deal. Hope to see you again soon. Aloha.